Kelvin, how you doing, man? Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? Thanks for having me.
Doing great, man. Appreciate you as always, and can't wait to talk to you about the World Food Day Match Challenge because you are in the middle of so many cool things. But the season for you guys has been a little bit rocky to this point in time, but it started off so hot. You had Sam Darnold walk in and just seem to really be at ease. I know that he's taken some lumps the last couple of weeks, but what has been your experience playing with the rookie quarterback the last couple of weeks?
I've really been, just pleasantly surprised with just how resilient he is, just how his ability to bounce back from both good plays and bad plays, his ability to come in and at the huddle, continue to have confidence. The thing is, you can see confidence on somebody's face. And through, both the ups and downs that we've had this season, he's found a way to come back in that huddle and be resilient. So, really, like I said, it's been special to see the kid come in and be able to do what he does week in and week out. And even in this loss we had this past weekend, some of the throws that he made were ones that you don't see too often coming from a rookie quarterback.
Yeah, for a young guy, and he's literally very young even for a rookie quarterback, he does seem to just have a calmness that sometimes doesn't happen. I'm sure you played with some young quarterbacks that are skittish, they're erratic, and he seems like nothing's kind of too big. Is that his normal personality both on and off the field?
That's his normal demeanor. He has that Cali swag to him, man. If you got any friends from Cali, they just very cool going. I wouldn't say lackadaisical in his case, but just very, very calm demeanor. And it presents itself both on the field and off the field. Not saying that he's not fiery. He's fiery. He's a competitor. But at the same time, he knows how to be calm, cool, and collected in the face of adversity.
Yeah, I think that's pretty obvious even for a young guy. Kelvin Beachum joins us on the show. You played for the Steelers for a while. You were in that huddle with Ben Roethlisberger for a while. What was it like to play with Ben and be in that huddle with Ben? He's a potential future Hall of Famer and has had such an amazing career. He seems like the type of guy that other players like to follow. What was your experience?
It was like Superman on Sunday, man. You put the cape on and go out and make plays for you. I was honored to block for him for the years that I was there. Still following from a distance now. When you have that type of impact on people around you, people just continue to appreciate the type of player you are and have a lot of appreciation and respect for him.
You guys end up playing this past weekend against the Jaguars. Jacksonville gets the win 31-12, and the Jaguars might have the best defense in football. What was your analysis of trying to go up against that type of defense with so many fast, young guys that are, really want to get after it?
I will consider that defense not only the best defense, but probably one of the deepest defenses in the National Football League. You got first-rounders that are coming off the bench in that defense, So it's one of those defenses that, the thing is we knew this even going into the game. If we turn this into a passing type of game, that's not the type of game that we want. I said this at the onset of the week to the media. It's like a feeding frenzy. It's like number sharks, man. When you get into a situation with them, when you just passing the ball, you just feed them right into their hands. And, we got behind the 8-ball early, weren't able to stick with the run like we wanted to. Had some solid runs early in the game, but weren't able to stick to that type of game plan. And it turned into the type of game where, they just got to tee off and be able to play the style of defense that they want, where they're able to rotate their edge rushers, their interior guys, and bring in, their big dogs on third down and find a way to get after the passer. And at the end of the day, they found a way to win the game, And at the end of the day, that's all that matters in this league. It's not how well you played or what you thought about the team beforehand or after the game. All that matters is the winner or loss, and, we weren't able to get it done this past Sunday.
That's really interesting analysis. I think there's a lot of teams trying to figure out the way to beat the Jaguars' defense, because they tend to beat up a lot of offenses. If you game planned it, what is the key? What do you have to do to try to beat the Jaguars' D?
The thing is we had a good game plan against them last year, man. We actually beat them last year. We ran the ball for 150-plus. We're able to control the clock. Our defense got after their offense, forced some turnovers, gave us a short field. So the thing is in the National Football League, any team can be beat any given Sunday. And, you saw that early in the year with Buffalo and Minnesota. Anybody can be beat. That just happens, But it's being able to come in Sunday in and Sunday out and find a way to get wins. And, in our case, we just didn't get it done this past this past Sunday and got another great defense coming in this Sunday, even though they came out with a loss last night.
New York Jets left tackle Kelvin Beachum joins us here on the show. You played for Mike Tomlin. Now you're playing for Todd Bowles. Give me the comparison between those two guys. I think they seem to have different demeanors. What's the difference between them, or maybe what's the similarity between them?
I think I would start with the similarities first, man. They both keep it black and white. You know exactly where both of them stand. Coach Bowles will let you know exactly how he feels about you, how he feels about the team, how he has, his assessment of where we're at this present moment, both after the game and in the meetings that follow during the week. Same with Mike T. I was thinking, from a differences standpoint, just, the obvious, the demeanor, I would say Coach Tomlin is a very great orator. He could be a motivational speaker in the likes of Tony Robbins and Les Brown. Todd Bowles isn't one of those. He's very short and sweet. So, I just think from a differences standpoint, just their ability and how they communicate publicly to people. But both of them at the same time are tremendous defensive minds. Both of them are defensive minded. Both of them, can put together phenomenal schemes and really get after offenses. So have much appreciation for both of them. Honored to play for two African American head coaches. So I'm blessed in that regard. But have a lot of respect for my current head coach. Love him to death and run through the wall for him.
Kelvin Beachum joins us here on the show. I love where your heart is at. I love where your head is at, because you came into this league and you said, I want to make a difference. You immediately became an advocate for the fight against hunger. And your background is your parents, your grandparents, they relied on food stamps. You got the reduced lunch at school. Your family struggled with worrying about food being on the table. And now in your NFL career, you are doing constant work to help that. You are involved in the World Food Day Match Challenge in support of 5 different food banks. So let's hear about that and how our listeners can get involved, because this is such an important thing here in the United States.
For sure. The thing is, I came into the league as a 7th-round pick, didn't have a lot of money, but wanted to do something where I can make an impact. And now donating to every food bank that I've actually been able to work with throughout, even since college. So, the North Texas Food Bank in Dallas, Texas, the Central Texas Food Bank, and that services my hometown of Mahia, Pittsburgh Food Bank, the Greater Northeast Florida Food Bank when I was there in Jacksonville for a year, and now the New York City Food Bank. And I don't know many players that have found a way to keep ties to every single community that they played for, but wanted to do something where I was able to impact the communities that I was able to play for and also serve in. So donating $5,000 to each one of those food banks, and the challenge is that those communities can raise an additional $5,000. I donate and match the $5,000 that I originally donated, so it would be a donation of $10,000 to each food bank from my end. And just really encouraging the community to compete and gather around and find a way to donate. And if you can't donate something, just donate your time. You can go to kelvinbeachum.com to select one of those food banks. It's very easy to join the fight against hunger. And the thing is, if somebody in your life has had to deal with that particular issue at some point in time, and at the end of the day, I just want people to find a way to do something and bring awareness to the fact that we have so many people, not only kids but also seniors. Seniors are people that are struggling with some of these issues as well, and being able to raise awareness to some of the hunger issues that are going on currently in our society. And the thing is, I said this in an op-ed earlier this year. Right now we're working on the government is working on a space branch. I think spending like $9 billion to secure the space, the space war that's starting to come. But we still have some basic human needs here in America that we still haven't been able to get to. So just want to make sure that we keep things in perspective.
It's a great cause. It's a great message. Kelvin Beachum joining us. There's 5 different food banks that you can help out with. Central Texas Food Bank, North Texas, Greater Pittsburgh, Feeding the Northeast in Florida, Feeding Northeast Florida, and Food Bank for New York City. Go to his website, kelvinbeachum.com, for all the information, how you can contribute, how you can donate, how you can get involved now through October the 16th. So you have 2 weeks to be able to get involved with this. Kelvin, man, I love what you're doing, man. I appreciate your time as always, buddy. Thanks so much, and hopefully we'll catch up again soon.
Yes, sir. Sounds like a plan. Take care now.
Kelvin Beachum joining us this morning, left tackle, New York Jets.